Beautiful. Let's see if there's anybody out there tonight. How have we all been? Very well, I hope. Good evening. Little bit of a shock, I suppose, to see a unscheduled live going up. Good evening, everybody. How are we? Apologies for the surroundings tonight. Apologies. Not the best setting for our live streams, is it? But I do have to use it occasionally when downstairs the workshop is out of action. How's it going, Darwin? Good to see you. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Rich, you just got back from a ride? Yeah, I've been gone this whole time. Jamie, how are you, my friend? Or good morning. No, it's evening here, mate. It's good. Oh yeah, good morning where you are, I suppose. It's 6 here at the moment. Mike, how are you? It has been a while. It's been a very long while. I've got absolutely nothing specific to talk to you tonight. I've just got back from walking the dog. I've been tidying up the workshop downstairs. I checked on an order from Thunder Bike that I ordered back in November that should hopefully be here before Christmas. And I thought, you know what, sod it, let's check in with the guys and see how everybody is doing. So I'm hoping you're all very well. Darwin says, I have a VS1400. Can you show me how to measure the cable distance to set the sync? You mean on the carbs? I can't show you right now how to do that. You are going to need a tool to do that properly. Get yourself a carb sync tool, or you can make them out of two bottles, some fluid, and a couple bits of PVC pipe. There's loads of videos on YouTube on how to make them. But yeah, give that a go if you're struggling to get a sync going on. Timo, how are you? Greetings from Germany. Greetings from the UK. David says, how are you? Where were you? Where were you? Missed you, man. I haven't gone anywhere. I've honestly just been trying to get the hell out of work for the past like 3 months so that I can chill for Christmas. We had a very big contract, our biggest contract for the work that we do, come in about 3 months ago, and it just completely absorbed us. We even took on a member of staff in order to help with the workload. And so we as a small independent business, we are starting to have to grow. So a lot of my time is just having to be on the business and less so on the bike. And the weather is horrendous right now in the UK, has been for probably the best part of 6 weeks. The temperature's really dropped and will continue to drop. So I've not really had a crave to go out there on gritted roads and salt roads and all that on a brand new rebuilt bike that's just been powder coated and just had all the paintwork done and all the chrome polished and all that sort of stuff. So I'm good. I'm not in any major rush. The bike will be going back on the bench later this week because the triple tree is going to be installed, the one that you saw me get hold of earlier in the year, and the new bits and pieces that Santa is hopefully going to bring for Christmas. They should also be here within the next week or so, along with some other bits. And that's all going to start getting installed over the winter period. So there will be plenty of video. On this screen, on this monitor right now, the one you can't actually see, I have Premiere Pro up. If you don't know what it is, that's my editing software for all the videos. I am currently editing the Carb Jet install video. So there is movement on that. It is being done. They've been installed. They're still not quite right. So there's going to be a follow-up video to this install video to show you what you need to do. But the one thing I wanted to kind of let you know is the company that I bought the jet kit from, I'm not going to be mentioning them. We had a little bit of, I just feel a little bit of hostility coming from this company. I've asked them a few questions, and to be honest with you, their customer service is atrocious, and they've just been a pain the whole way through. They're not really wanting to help. They're just treating me like an idiot. No matter how many times I've tried to convince them that I know what I'm doing. I work with these bikes quite a bit. I've just rebuilt one, but something's not right. Can you help me? They're just not interested. So I won't be mentioning the name. And if there's any branding, packaging or anything in the video, I will be blurring it out. Turns out you can build your own kit anyway, so I'll be putting links to all the individual jets that you'll need if that's what you want to do. If you want to go ahead and install a new jet kit like I am. I'm not trying to be petty. I always try and give as much as I can to any company that I work with, whether it's through direct, like an agreement, like myself and Ryan Winters, the gentleman who makes the Winters clutch springs. He and I have a brilliant relationship. We help each other out. He promotes me. I promote him. He doesn't exactly give me any freebies. He gives you guys discount through his website. From looking at my videos, you get a discount code to go over and buy his clutch springs. But it's not like he gives me loads of stuff. I promote him, he promotes me. It's a give and take. This company that I bought this kit from, they didn't want to work with me. That's fine. I bought the kit with my own money. And then when it just came to asking and getting answers to simple questions, they didn't want to know. So they're not going to get any promotion from me. I think that's fair. But yeah, other things, we've got the rear fender conversion kit that I mentioned right at the beginning of the build, made by Thunderbike, is on its way. It was ordered back in November. It was actually a birthday gift. It was an incredible day. I wasn't expecting my birthday to be as dramatic as it was due to COVID and all the restrictions. But my Mrs. Hagar, she rallied the troops. She rallied my friends, my family, and they all chipped in a certain amount of cash each, and it equated to just enough to not only buy the rear fender conversion kit from Thunderbike, the Evo kit, but also the Thunderbike saddle that goes with it, the saddle, the seat as well. So yeah, it was an incredible day, and literally on my birthday ordered those parts. So they should be here hopefully from Germany within the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. Let's take a quick look at your comments. How are we? Yep, all good. Timo says it's 10 past 7. Where are you, Timo? Darwin says, I have this in the manual. It shows the distance of the sync cable. I'm not sure the measurement is from the cable end of the bracket. Darwin, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not 100% sure on what you're talking about right now. We're talking about syncing the carbs. SZ, I want to say Spackler. Is that correct? Spackler 666. Hey, how's it going? Darwin says 18.5 millimeters, 0.73 inches, throttle cable, ends, carburetor synchronization. Yeah, dude, wait for the carb sync video. It's on its way. I promise you. The carb sync video. You guys have been so freaking patient with this video, and I keep saying it's coming, and it is coming. It's like the biggest, the most anticipated Suzuki VS1400 video that I've been asked to do. It is happening. I promise. A couple of more days. I promise it's coming. David says, where do you find the front brake caliper for my VS1400? Do you mean the stock one, David, or do you mean the Takiko 6-pot, the conversion? The Takiko 6-pot is, I picked that one up on eBay. I think it's off of a ZX 1000, something like ZXR 1000. But if you just search the term Takiko 6-pot, you'll be able to, there'll be hundreds of them on eBay. I think I picked the pair up for, I think it was around 65 pounds, and they've been refurbed, you know, they'd all been rebuilt, etc. So there's plenty of them out there. If you do have any concerns about what brake caliper to get for the adapter, whether you're buying the adapter from Germany, from Thunderbike, or from Intruder Team, or from Winters Machining, if you go to Winters Machining's website, there is a small list of bikes that definitely run stock, run the those 6-pot brakes as stock. So that'll give you a reference on what to search for. But yeah, give that a go. If you are looking for the, oh, hang on. Oh yeah, the one I fitted, the Takiko 6-pot is what you're after. Frank, it really has been a long time, my friend. I miss you guys so much. Like, honestly, I always say to Mrs. Hagar that I need to do more video. I need to get back into it. And it's not that I've fallen out of love with it. It's nothing to do with not wanting to be part of the channel anymore, part of the scene. It's literally just life. This year has been really rocky. There's been loads of things thrown at me that I wasn't expecting to be thrown at me. There's been things thrown at Mrs. Hagar. There's been things thrown at the business. And it's just been one of those years where we've just needed to take a step back from the pleasures of life to try and sort out the formalities of our actual life. So yeah, but we're getting there. I'm looking forward to the new year. I'm dedicating more and more time to the actual channel. That's where I want to go. Conto, how are you? He says conversion is well worth it. Really does make a difference. I'm assuming you're talking about the 6-pot, the Kiko 6-pot. Yeah, it really is. Just make sure you're using a high quality .4 when you're flushing that system and priming up that brake. Don't go using a cheap, crappy eBay £1, $2 bottle of .4. Get something decent that's going to last and has got some real thickness to it. So yeah. So look, guys, I hope you're all well. Like I said, I haven't planned this live, and I'm even doing it on my crappy webcam. I just wanted to give you guys a quick hello and let you know that I'm still alive. I'm still here. Someone mentioned actually a guy called Douglas on a forum earlier tonight, and I've literally just responded to him. He started speaking about how there's no videos as such on YouTube or anything about the bike, not like a how-to, but like an actual like a trip or a journey or some sort of production on these bikes. But there is. I've been working on one ever since I started building the bike. I've been working on it's about half hour, 45-minute, video film of the bike, and it's of me and why I started building the bike, why I wanted to tear it down and redo it, and then it's splicing in there some road trips as well. So I'm looking forward to showing that to you guys. Hopefully that will be early spring when that finishes. There's a couple more locations that I need to go to first in order to get the right shots that I want. But yeah, there is going to be some different content coming to the channel, which is what I've been quietly working on, more so than just how to do videos. Because while they're great and they help everybody, they take so much freaking work, man, to put those videos together, because it's what you guys see it as a one shot. You know, if I'm looking over the desk or I'm working on something and you think that I've just done it in that moment there and then, half the time I'll be reviewing the footage and the camera will go out of focus, or the audio will stop recording, or the SD card will go full, or there's always something that when you're reviewing and trying to build the video, you then have to go and reshoot. And in a lot of cases, in order to reshoot successfully, you have to undo the work that you've done in order to go back 3 or 4 steps to film that bit that is wrong when you're looking in post-production. So how-to videos, while I have got the technique down to a pretty good workable standard and I'm pretty used to it now, there's always something. Whereas moto vlogs and stories and journeys and let's take a road trip across Dartmoor, let's take a road trip to Scotland, let's go here, let's go there, and have a moto vlogging setup on my helmet instead with a GoPro, a couple GoPros. It's so much easier to film that kind of footage, and it's a relief because I'm allowed to then sort of enjoy the bike more so than having to worry about making sure that the torque settings I'm giving are absolutely correct, making sure that the technique that I'm showing you is either very correct or there is a massive disclaimer to say don't do it this way. So I'm looking forward to doing those kinds of videos, and I hope you guys will look forward to them as well. I don't want them to be boring. I don't want them to be dull. I don't want it to be 45 minutes of me with a GoPro and just the road in front of us. I want each video to have a purpose. But I just want to throw in some fresh content. So if there's anything you guys want to see, hey, if any of you know the southwest of the UK, or you've always thought about going to a landmark somewhere down here in the southwest of the UK, or any landmark for that matter across the UK, and you can't find a moto vlog video, or you just want me to go and visit it and moto vlog it, let me know. We've got Stonehenge a couple hours up the road. We've got Dartmoor, which is probably best known for across the pond to you guys, probably best known if you've ever watched Sherlock Holmes or ever read any of the books or anything like that. Dartmoor was one of the main one of the main settings for one of the stories, which was called Hound of the Baskervilles. Dartmoor is a beautiful, beautiful place, and it's literally half an hour down the road from where I am, so we can definitely do some moto vlogging down there. We've got Cornwall, which is famous for all the surfing, Penzance, St. Ives, Land's End. You might have heard of the Land's End to John O'Groats Trail, which is the most southwesterly point, or most south point of the UK. And John O'Groats is the most northern point, which is in Scotland, right on the edge. And people like walk that, people bike it, cycle it, people run it. People, it's mad. And so yeah, if there's any places you guys want to go, just let me know and we'll see if we can figure something out. Let me have a look at these comments really quickly. Darwin says, I can relate to bad circumstances this year has brought. Absolutely, it's been hard. Let's get these carbs in sync first though. Yeah, absolutely. He says, I really do appreciate the time you put in on the videos. I've learned a lot from you. I appreciate that, man. I do. I started this whole thing solely as a reference for myself to come back on in case something went wrong. And then within 2 or 3 videos of just posting online and sharing them with you guys on the forums, it quickly became apparent that what I thought about there needing to be some sort of archive of videos on YouTube in particular for these bikes, it definitely was something that was needed. So yeah, but look guys, oh, there's a couple more there. Jamie, wish there were words to describe how we appreciate what you're doing for us and our bikes. Don't mention it. Honestly, it's absolutely fine. I've enjoyed it, and like I said, we're going to get things going again. We've just needed some downtime to focus on the business and other things. Darwin says, that would be awesome. I've always wanted to see the sites there. Well, we'll go. I'll take motor vlogging and we'll go to Dartmoor and that sort of thing, and we'll make some cool little videos, show you around the area where I'm located. Jamie says, my wife is drooling over you describing where you are living. It's a lovely place. We're very, very fortunate to not only live here, but to have been born here and been brought up in the culture that we've been brought up in. It's very soft. We were actually, myself and Mrs. Hagar were watching Louis Theroux. I don't know if you guys know of Louis Theroux. He's a British BBC documentarian. He does a lot of documentaries across the globe. And one of the ones he was doing recently, well, I say recently, one of his old ones, it's on Netflix, was he was in Philadelphia. And it was pretty harsh, you know, to see. We were kind of like, really, this is how people live in that part of the world? We're so fortunate to be where we are. We're very much country dumplings is what we call ourselves. Very soft people, very loyal people. You always get a bad egg here or there, but we're very, very fortunate to live where we live and so be surrounded by the landscape that we're surrounded by. So if you guys ever visit, I definitely recommend the southwest of the UK. It's probably the nicest part of England at the very least. St. William says, Memphis, TN, US. I'm assuming that's where you're tuning in from, my friend. Great to have you here. But look, guys, I'm going to clock off. I just wanted to do this quick live video to say hi and to let you know that things should start being uploaded again over the coming weeks. I've got 2 weeks off over Christmas, and I plan to spend quite a bit of that time working on videos and working on the bike now that the workshop is in a usable state. So, so take care of yourselves and stay in touch. I'm always on Facebook. If you need any advice, help, or anything like that, send me a message. I apologize if I don't get straight back to you. There's this lovely thing on Facebook that I wasn't aware of called message requests, and I checked it the other day, and it's when you send a request to somebody that you're not a friend with on Facebook, and it just puts it in effectively a spam folder. And I've got hundreds of the bloody messages in there that I never knew that I got until about 5 days ago. So if you have sent me messages on Facebook, I apologize. Feel free to leave a message on the page, like write me a status to say, hey, dude, check your messages and remind me, and I will go and check my messages. So yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Hopefully I'll speak to you before Christmas, but if not, be safe, take care of your family, be kind to one another, and we will catch up again soon. All right. Take care, guys. Love you all.